Hi, Alice Roorda here, Spiritual Psychologist. Today's video is about updating your safety patterns. Now, what do I mean by that is, especially now that we are in this transition on Earth, and you might be in a transition as well, is that when you move into, you could say, from the old self to a new self, where you feel you want to serve humanity or do something that is out of the familiar patterns that you were in, you will feel that some part of you wants to hold you back, wants to keep you small, is not sure, shall we do that? Or you feel like simply you're facing a wall and you don't get started with what you want to do. It is all ideas, but you don't start, or you're starting and it's not really unfolding. So this quantum healing today is about supporting you in letting go or updating that safety pattern. So what we're going to do is me first talking a bit more about it. Then I'm going to channel an extraterrestrial tall white who's going to take you to a space where you are experiencing a space where there's nothing expected of you. It is a pleasant state to be in. And the third element is you communicating with your holding pattern. You can talk with it, you can feel compassion for it, and you can ask it to update. And we will do that together. So it no longer needs to hold you back and put obstacles up. You become ill or whatever it throws up to make sure you're not moving forward. In the end, you will feel that protection mechanism, that pattern will really shift and change. So you can move forward if whatever you're ready to put forward. Imagine a festival for starseeds, a place where we come together, we meet each other, we share our weirdness, and we inspire each other. A place where you'll be helped with stepping into your mission, because that's what you're here for. I've created it. I've created a virtual festival, and it's all interactive. It's participatory. This is a place to meet. So whatever we do, you're meeting, you're sharing, you get to know while you're expanding, while you're growing. It sounds amazing, and it's going to be amazing. We're starting in October. There's a free October pass I want you to access so you can join this festival and you can experience what it is, experience its vibrancy, and learn how you can contribute, how you can put up a tent in that festival and bring forth what you want to bring forth. This is for us, by us. So join this beautiful Starseed Festival, this online place. It's called the Light Portal. That is where we gather, in the Light Portal. You find it under aliceroorda.com. There's a rolling R because I'm from the Netherlands. There you see all the information. All the things are already set up for October that you can join. And I love you to contribute. So check it out, be part of it. Let's create a Starseed family, a Starseed festival online for ourselves. I love it. I hope to see you there. Enjoy. I would like to ask you then just to close your eyes. So what we spoke about is that almost as if you have an old self and a new self. An old one that you're familiar with, or maybe you have left that already and feel, I don't even remember that so much anymore. You're in a transition, showing more of what you truly are, fully aligned with who you are and showing the world more of who you are. What I want to focus on today is that thresholds where you feel, okay, now I'm moving from being that in my mind or having that feeling to it becoming more concrete, or to a point where you feel now it's going, I need to step over this threshold to make a bigger step, to do a next thing that is bigger than what I've been doing so far right now. And with that comes the fear. And with that comes the, I don't even know if that is what I wanted. Or with that comes the physical pain. With that comes illness. With that comes doubt. With that comes maybe later. I'm so busy now. All things to protect you to go to something that is too uncertain, right? Too scary. And this is something where the world, or a lot of people that are awakening or awakened, deal with at the moment. So it is a recurrent theme. The last month or so, it is coming back and back over and over. Something of me that is bigger than what I'm feeling that I am right now wants to birth. Something in me that I feel wants to see the light. Something in me that I feel, and I'm not really sure what that is, wants to come forward. But how are we doing that really, right? And am I ready? And how is it going to be perceived? And all those things keeping you to where you are. So let me, oh yeah, I said I would channel, right? Here I'm going already. Let's just connect very, I'm looking at the time, we have limited time. So I would just like to ask for some support. Okay, the tall white that I connect with very often is ready here to give us some information on that. Very eager. Thank you for coming in. So much to handle there on that earth plane, isn't it? So much things that you feel that you need to carry. One and the other one and that one. Oh, don't forget the one there in the back. You need to carry that one as well. You think. There's so much you feel you need to carry and hold and bring forth. While in essence, it is way lighter and simpler. There's nothing you need to carry forth. There's nothing you need to hold up. There's nothing you need to go towards. All you need to do is connect, go within, surrender, let go of all these ideas and perceptions that you have, and all the ideas of all the things that you might need to do or not do, or change or not change, do more of. All these beliefs and ideas and things that you're holding on to and holding up. What will happen if you let go of all of that just for this moment in time that we're here together? I'm giving you permission in this moment in time to drop them for a moment. Just lay them down. You're not holding anything up. You don't needing to do anything. You not having to perform a certain way. You not having to show up just this moment in time. I just want you to feel how it feels when you live in surrender. Thank you for that. You might pick it up later, afterwards. But in this moment in time, just give that to yourself. Let it go. And move to that state. I don't need to know. I don't need to carry that. I don't have to know how. I don't need to worry what people think. I don't have to worry about time, money, perceptions, and being someone or having to perform in one way or another. You can let go of that all in this moment of time. You can pick it up later. In this moment in time, can you drop that for a moment and let go of that for a moment and just be you for a moment? Just you. No, no, no. You don't need to think of all the things you might do from this space. I'm asking you to just be for a moment with yourself. Perhaps you can even feel that when you drop all of that and you surrender into yourself, that you're so much more than this human that was working so hard, making it all, holding it all up and making it all work. You can feel perhaps that you're so much more than that. In this space of surrender, you surrender into that part of yourself that is so much more expensive, that is so much more peaceful, or rather, that is peaceful, that is fully expanded, and all with one. Feel how light that feels in that space. Feel how easy it is to float here, to be here. Feel that quietness of this space. Don't think, stay here. Stay here. You have nowhere to be other than in this space of being in this moment in time. That's all you need to do. And it is a not doing by surrendering and just being it. Is hein te he se hin ta ha se ka se him ta he se ta ha se ham hai se hin te he him ta he se hin da ham ba he ya ye. Just be in this state. Now, how attractive from this state? I have to laugh because I know what he's going to say. How attractive is it in this state to pick up now all this that you were holding up? Feels a bit heavy, isn't it? Feels a bit much, isn't it? I'm giving you a suggestion. A suggestion it is to not pick them up all together once you've finished here in this session. I'm giving you the suggestion to leave it where it is, and you just do one at a time. Not picking it up, meaning not picking it up in the old way, meaning don't do exactly as the way you have done it before. Imagine, for example, you have a job and you say, but I have to do my job now. And you can pick up that, you can be your job, do your job in the same way you have always been doing. The suggestion here is to not pick up the heaviness, to leave that there where you just left it. But just take the light element of that job that you chose to do and feel the beauty of the fact that you chose that job. And then think of all the things you love in that job, or being it anything else that you want to pick back up. My suggestion is don't pick it up. In other words, don't do it the same way as you have been doing it so far. Know that that's there and it's something you choose to do. Be aware, nobody's forcing you to do something. If you decide to sit on your couch the whole day, nobody's going to pick you up and bring you to the office, so to speak. Yes, there's expectation and all that, but you are choosing that every single moment in time. Just to have that out of the way. Be aware. And not to be angry, annoyed with yourself, but be aware of how amazing it is that you make that choice. Please see that from a lighter perspective. And see if you can do it differently in the sense that, what is it that you're grateful for? What is it that you appreciate? Perhaps the fact that you connect with other people. You might not like the connection, but the fact that you're connecting with other people, for example. You see, That is a beautiful example as well. You can feel the heaviness of needing to interact with people that you don't like. So that's the heavy part. You can also focus on the fact, the lighter part, I'm interacting with people. And I like the fact that I'm interacting and connecting with people, for example. In other words, look at the bright side of life. Look at the lighter elements of it. Where can you be grateful for? What can you appreciate? And that makes you really look at all these things you were holding up in a different way. This is exactly where you started with today. Find that appreciation. So let's not go to that place where you're feeling that you want to go to. Where you feel a block, or where you feel the curtains are closed, or when you feel that the threshold is too high, where you feel you're kind of bouncing against an invisible wall. Can I ask you to stand in front of that point? Not on it, but just in front of it so you can see it as such. You don't need to understand it. I want you to visualize that invisible wall, that dark curtain, or that mountain in between. Or just a black nothingness, whatever it is. I want you to just look at it. Observe it with curiosity. I don't want you to use your mind analyzing it. I want you to look at it in curiosity. You are here in my life. Interesting. Welcome. Ooh. Can you welcome it in your life? Because what you do, it is there, right? So you can wanting to push it away and reject it, or you can welcome it. The fact is, it's there anyway. And welcoming it into your life makes you able to interact with it, to deal with it in a way, not by forcing yourself through it. No. It's there for a reason. It is there. So please welcome it with compassion and curiosity. So you kind of like, yeah, that's also part of my life. You are also part of my life. You don't need to love it, like it, or be so amazed about it. But just welcome that element in your life because it has something that it wants to tell you. So I want to ask you to connect with that as if that blockage, that invisible wall, that dark curtain, that empty spot, or however you visualize it or know about it or have information about. I want you to imagine it as a thing. It is an entity, it is an energy, and it has a consciousness. And I want to ask you to communicate with that consciousness of your blockage or obstacle. Perhaps you can ask it what its function, what is your function? You just ask it, hi, what is your function here in my life? What are you doing without judging, right? In curiosity and love and compassion. What is it? Because you really want to know. What is it that you're doing there in my life? I'm seeing that you're here and you're quite permanent. So see when you ask that question, if you get a hint, maybe you hear what the answer is. Maybe it's a knowing. Maybe you think you're making it up. Go with that. See if you can get some information. You might want to ask, are you here to protect me? And I'm 100% sure the answer is a yes. But I might be wrong. Okay, 99.9%. What is it, you might ask, what you want me to do? In relation to that, how does it want you to behave towards it? You might want to communicate. You can just do that with hearing how I say that and do it telepathically. I know that you're very, very busy talking to that dark curtain or obstacle. I know you're very, very busy protecting me. I know you're very, very busy keeping this in place for me not to move on or move towards uncertain territories. I understand that you do that out of protection, but you must be really working really, really hard. Now that you notice I'm trying to move towards the direction that is unknown and unclear and very different from what I have been doing so far, in a sense of the way I show up doing it. It might be very different, it might be the same, but the way you do it is a much more aligned way and a less an egoic way. Let me say it like that. You have been very busy holding me from moving forward. Can I help you in any way, you might ask, to make it a bit easier for you so you don't have to work so hard? You don't have to protect me so much. That comes up. I'm this badass woman or man, and I'm doing life. I'm not a child anymore. I don't need such high protection anymore. You might want to communicate to it. I don't need you to hold me back to keep me safe so much anymore, like you did when I was much smaller. I'm a badass grown up. Excuse my language. In other words, I'm grown up. I know one or two things about life. I have seen things in life. I have done things in life. I know how to deal with stuff. And yes, this might be a different path, a different direction. But I think I'm capable and think I'm able to handle that. Can you see that? You might ask. Can you see how grown up I am? What an adult I have become? Can you see how much I have overcome in my life, have done in my life? have seen and felt in my life, have experienced in my life. And perhaps you want to share how old you are. I am of age. I'm saying that because often this protection mechanisms behave as if you're still a small child and are not aware that you have grown up. Right? And then again, I would like you to say, I love that you're there protecting me, but I would like to find as a way together that you treat me as an adult and I treat you with respect and compassion and not try to scold you as I've been doing so far, not try to reject you, not try to dislike you as I've been doing so far. And I'm sorry if I might have hurt your feelings on the way, because I now understand that you're here to protect me. Can we find a common ground on how to go about this? I'm this grown-up person who can take care of myself and I'm ready to move forward in life in a way that I have not done before. I'm ready to be that aligned human, aligned with my higher self, that wants to move through life in that connection, in that alignment. And I'm so happy to take you along. And you show me whenever something is a bit scary again and I have to overcome it. I'm happy for you to be that in my life, so that if there is anything that I still need to clear, you help me to see that. I'm happy to do that together. But on a level that you see me as the adult and not the younger child, you see me as the adult that is so capable, that is so willing, that is so able to bring that into this life. Can we do that? Can we agree on that? And I would then like to take that bit of resistance that is there. So higher self, please tune in to everyone is watching this, hearing this. And please take away the resistance towards the resistance of that part that might still find it difficult to adjust to that new situation. Please release that resistance from that part of those parts. Might be other elements, indeed. Clear that resistance and have them cooperate. The resistance to that cooperation, please. Any resistance there, please clear that in the right way and right order and do massive change history. Thank you. Yes. Ooh, that already has melted. So much. Okay, that's just little bit there. Little bit there. You'll be doing great. If I would have asked this command in the beginning, there would have been a huge one. And here you are. So smooth already. Beautiful. Wonderful. So what I would like to give you as a recommendation is whenever you feel there's an obstacle, whenever you feel this is still a thing that comes up, connect with it like we did now. You don't get angry at it or be annoyed by it. Connect with it, communicate with it, negotiate with it. And show it, not in a convincing way, I want you to do what I want. It has its own consciousness, it has its own will, but you can show it why things are important. And you might also ask, because you get information from it, right? That might help you and see what is going on. So with that, I want to ask you to come back to yourself, feel into yourself, and we close it there. Thank you also tall white one, for supporting us. I think we went very much, it was a very big co-creation. Alice came through a lot in the end. I kind of took over again, but I love the co-creation. All right, we leave it there. So how was that for you? I love to hear. If you want, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you see more of these amazing videos that I put up. Not being humble, right? That's the old self that was humble. The new self isn't. I think I have overcome my safety pattern there. Love you very much and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.